Welcome back to our series on uncovering your family's story. In episode 8, we're venturing beyond the simple names and dates on your family tree and into the rich and often complex world they inhabited. It's one thing to know the name of your 10th great-grandparent, but it's another to truly understand what their life was like today. We're talking about context, the historical, cultural, and societal fabric that shaped your ancestors' existence. This is where your genealogy research transforms from a list of names into a vivid, compelling narrative. So, you've traced a line back to colonial America, say, the mid-1600s in New England. You have a name, perhaps a woman named Prudence, or a man named Obadiah. You might know their birth and death dates, and maybe who they married. But what did it mean to be alive then? This is where we need to step into their world. For a 10th great-grandparent from this era, their reality was likely steeped in Puritanism. This wasn't just a religious belief. It was a complete way of life that governed everything from their daily chores and community laws to their innermost fears and hopes. Their days were long, filled with hard physical labor, and structured around prayer and strict moral codes. Imagine a life where the community watched your every move, where deviation from social norms could lead to public shaming or worse. Understanding the intense piety, the fear of eternal damnation, and the absolute belief in divine providence is crucial to understanding your ancestors' choices and worldview. Now, let's delve deeper into the shadows of this historical context, into the dark academia and esoteric lore that often defined this period. This is where history gets truly fascinating and sometimes unsettling. For instance, if your ancestor lived in Massachusetts in the late 17th century, they existed in the shadow of the Salem witch trials. Was your 10th great-grandmother an accuser? One of the accused, or a silent bystander, terrified for her own family? These weren't abstract historical events. They were terrifying local realities. Town documents from this time, such as court documents, witness testimonies, and personal diaries. It can place your ancestor directly in the midst of this hysteria, learning about the folk magic that they secretly practiced for healing, the superstitions they held about the dark woods that surrounded their village, or the theological debates that raged in their churches. Add layers of depth to their story. This wasn't just about good versus evil. It was a complex interplay of social anxiety, political disputes, and genuine, deeply held spiritual beliefs. This process of contextualization applies to any ancestor anywhere in the world. Perhaps your ancestor was a farmer during a period of great famine, a soldier in a forgotten local conflict, or a craftsperson whose livelihood was upended by new technology. Researching early colonial law, for example, can reveal why your ancestor might have been taken to court over a land dispute with a neighbor, or what rights or lack thereof that your female ancestor had. Look into local histories, academic journals, and even historical fiction based on the period to build a complete picture. By exploring the prevalent beliefs, the local conflicts, the laws that bound them, and the fears that haunted them, you do more than just record a name. You resurrect a life. You begin to understand the pressures they faced, the motivations behind their actions, and the world as they saw it. This is the true heart of genealogy, connecting with the flesh and blood people who came before us. Thank you for joining us for this exploration into the world beyond the names on your family tree. By placing your ancestors into their proper historical context, you give them a voice and allow their stories to be told in all their fascinating, complex, and deeply human detail. It's a journey into the lore and legends that make up your own personal history. We look forward to seeing you in our next episode, where we will continue to piece together the incredible puzzle of your past.